Hey everybody, I'm just picking up the vlogging camera today. I might actually have food in my teeth. We had dinner not that long ago and I might actually have some broccoli in my teeth. So this is the only time I have to vlog. Today was a hard day. Today was a really hard day. It wasn't necessarily the kids doing anything or anything like that. It was just a lot to do. Callum had an English, he had an English class online, which is a bit of a disaster, if I'm being honest, because kids are learning a foreign language on the computer. Well, Callum, not really. It's more just because obviously he knows English, but he's still having to have conversations with other people in English, and his classmates that are in the class with him, they don't know English. They're learning it for the first time. So he's trying to hear them and they're trying to hear the teacher, and it's not the best sound quality, and it's really hard. It's really, really hard. And having taught a foreign language and also having learned a foreign language myself, I know how important it is to hear the other person clearly in order to know what they're saying. Duh. But I think it's even more important in a foreign language because you don't have the background knowledge to necessarily guess what they're saying. Which is why even still, I still get little butterflies in my chest when I have to make a phone call in German, because it's so different than speaking in person and being able to see people's lips move, and it's different when you're talking on the phone, and it's different when you're doing things like school on a Skype call. So Elliot didn't really take a good nap this afternoon, and just trying to be a teacher for Callum and trying to give Linnea what she needs and trying to keep the house reasonably calm for Roman to get some work done, and also do things like prepare breakfast and lunch and dinner and cleaning up from those things and getting laundry folded and put away. It's a lot. It was a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot right now, and I'm not complaining, and I know that we're all in this. I'm just saying that I empathize with other families who are in the same situation as we are, because it's a different thing that we're all kind of dealing with. So it also feels unreal that in a couple of weeks, Elliot will be 1. I don't know how that's possible. I do feel that I can go down a deep, dark spiral of feelings and emotions and anger and fear, and I have to kind of pull myself out of that and remind myself that just take things one day at a time. Don't think about the 6 months from now. Don't think about a year from now. Just focus on today. And what has helped me immensely, which might be helpful to some of you, is I focus on meal planning, which I know that sounds kind of weird, but for me, it's really good to know that I can go shopping, I can prepare these meals every week. I can bring the groceries home, I can make these things, I can feed my family these things. We're getting through one day at a time, and it's like I see the groceries leaving the refrigerator and leaving our cabinets because they're being consumed because I'm using things to cook, or the kids are eating things for snacks. And I don't know, it just brings a sense of relief to me, like, okay, we're getting through this day. And now here we are halfway through January, and more than halfway through January. And we made it through. We made it through the first half of January. And so it just focusing on those things that I can control and focusing on those real tangible things like preparing a meal. I can focus on those things. I can focus on the homework that needs to be done. And that does help me. That helps me get through my days and helps me kind of settle down a little bit, because I do feel overwhelmed, and I don't want my kids to see that. I don't want them to see that overwhelming feeling, because the difference between now and the spring of 2020 is I think we were in a little, at least our family, we were in a little bit of a bubble. The kids were home. Elliot was a newborn. We were just in this little bubble of good weather and walks and happy times and baby snuggles, and not that it was perfect or easy, but we were, the kids were very unaware. Now that they've gone through a full year of not really visiting anybody, not really having a vacation, not really being able to kind of get away from Berlin properly, as in more than, 3 days, I think that's starting to wear on them a little bit. And when they ask, why can't we go do these things? Or why are the stores closed? Or why are schools closed? Like, now they're really putting together that there's this virus that's keeping them home again. And so they feel, they're frustrated. And so my job as their mom is trying to just making sure that we acknowledge the feelings that they have, a frustration of not being able to go to school and see their friends, the frustration of having a lot of work to do at home when you want to go play because that's what you're used to doing. The sadness of not being able to invite friends over, all the fun things that we would ordinarily do without a pandemic. But acknowledging those feelings for them, recognizing that those feelings are normal and we understand them, and talking about them and just letting them release them in a positive way, while showing them that they're understood. That's really critical, I think, for their emotional state. And then, then moving on and also trying to maintain what we are very lucky to have, that we're lucky to have a roof over our head, and we're lucky that we don't have to stress about where dinner will come from. Just remembering to maintain very grateful for our blessings, that they just had Christmas with presents under the tree. And I think trying to recognize that you can feel two feelings at once, like trying to teach at an early age that you can be sad, you can be frustrated. I hear Linnea laughing. You can be overwhelmed, you can be all these things, but you can also be grateful and also be incredibly thankful, and love your life and your family, and just trying to teach at an early age that feeling a whole bunch of things is normal and it's okay, and it doesn't make you ungrateful, and it doesn't make you selfish, and it doesn't make you anything other than a normal, healthy, fully functioning human. Okay, I'm gonna go read to my babies. Stay strong. Let me know how you're doing. How are you handling this crazy world? I don't know though, because in the US things don't necessarily seem to be on lockdown, at least outside of California. Maybe I'm wrong, but I look on people's Instagrams and their lives are kind of functioning as normal. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Elliot, little one has a bad habit of, here, sit and eat your food. He's got a very bad habit of standing up in his chair.
He always stands up.
I know, that's a new thing that he's starting. So we're sitting having breakfast. Calum's already had his school meeting, and Linnea wanted pancakes, so I made pancakes, and we're going to continue with schooling after breakfast. Yeah, she's so excited about hamburgers tomorrow. Do you guys want to have an America party tomorrow? Yeah, basically it's January. We're home in lockdown, there's nothing to do. So we figured we'll have the kids watch the inauguration tomorrow. They'll get to sleep in the living room. We'll have a little America party. We'll just, yeah, we'll talk about what the president does, and we'll talk about elections. I mean, we've been doing that, but just one of those opportunities that we wouldn't get to do if the kids were in actual school. Okay, then just put it down, Linnea. It's okay. Since they don't have to go to school, it's a great opportunity for them to just stay up, and we wouldn't get to do this otherwise if they were going to school and Calum had to get up early in the morning. So, yeah. But that will be tomorrow. That will be tomorrow.